It's time for the mystery guest that has taken a week and a half to organise. Every time you mentioned this man's name last year when you saw him appear on television, Duck, you would tell me it would bring you to tears. It is time to welcome the mystery guest to the TripleM Rush Hour Interchange. I present Ducko, Harrison Craig, winner of The Voice. Here he is. This is a romance built over a year and a half of reality television. Duck, very enthused by this man, Harrison. Great to see you in the studio. I can't tell you. Every time last year on Dead Set Legends, Duck had come in. Did you see The Voice? Did you see that bloke, Harrison? I cried. Tell us about it, Duck.
Well, Harrison and I actually met, so good to see you again, Harrison. We met last year. I did the morning with Ed, and Harrison came in just after he won The Voice, after I put in about 40,000 votes for him.
Write your check.
He actually won, and then Mick Malloy and I went along to watch Harrison at the at Crown. At the casino.
It was a good night, yeah.
And that was a really good night. Mick, Mick didn't get into radio the next day.
Well,
Harrison?
there was a story about that. I got told that, and I don't think I've laughed so hard in my life.
Well, I left him at about 11:30. He never got in. But, mate, great to see you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Howie, for this little surprise.
Well, when we tried to organise it, I said, I'm not sure this bloke will be in the country. And our intrepid producer, Jill and Ewan, got on the phone, and it took a lot. So we really appreciate you coming in.
You're welcome.
It hasn't been the same either. The Voice.
No, without Harrison.
It's been, you know what, I've watched it. I'm actually more into the kids one now than I am the senior one. Not the same without you. What are you doing? What are you up to?
Yeah. Currently I'm actually working on a new album, and that'll be coming out towards the end of this year. So just working on a new album, writing, just loving it. It's great fun.
Travel the world?
Yeah, absolutely. I just got back from the French Caribbean not long ago. I was over there doing a small show over there, and that was great.
Well, you need to talk it not down as much as you are, because I saw the small show. Apparently you were over there in St. Bart's with your man Seal performing at a wedding. So is this the way you roll now? You just travel around the world and hang out with Seal and hang out with rock stars?
It was pretty fun, I won't lie. It was really good. You get to do some really cool things and see some really cool places. And, the amount of just incredible people that you meet is just, it's wowing.
Actually, Howard, you've just given me a great idea.
Oh, yes.
Now, Harrison, the fact that I gave you about 40,000 votes.
He did. This is a true story.
You probably won by about 8 million. But the fact that I did that, if I was to get married again, Harrison, you just...
Oh, jeez.
What
am I hearing? Go on, Doug.
No,
sorry.
if I was to get married again, what if I asked Harrison to just come just a couple of tunes?
Wow.
While the lovely bride walked down the aisle.
Might cost you a bit these days.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask, how much you charge for a wedding.
I'd love to do it, That'd be great.
There you go. See?
That'd be great. I'd love to do it.
Is this something we're thinking of doing at any stage soon, Doug?
You never say never, Howie.
Mate,
Will you let me know?
And I just thought, actually, bring Seal along. Bring that scrubber along if you want.
Okay. He can be the entree.
Be like, Seal, we're going. Come on, get on the plane.
To Duck's wedding. Mate, how... We have a lot of sportsmen that we get to deal with, and some of them go from a very quiet life to a single performance led them to an enormous stage, which is exactly what happened to you in a short period of time. Do you sit back and think, I can't believe how much my life has changed to when I went for my first audition to now you've got grown men like the Duck just very, very happy to meet you?
Oh, I mean, just having that kind of that past year and what's happened and, the places that you've been, where you've performed, people that you've met, like the Duck, we know that's at the top of the list. But I mean, it's just incredible. I mean, really, what else could you ask for? I mean, it's now all about just hard work and loving what you're doing. So.
Hard work. Time for a girlfriend. There'd be a few lining up now, wouldn't there?
Maybe. We'll see how we go.
Yeah.
But it's always there. So just got to play your cards right with the right woman. And,
I wouldn't be getting advice from the man on your right in that. But, mate, More Than a Dream went number one on iTunes. Within 3 days, it was number one on the ARIA charts. You brought out the second album, LOVE, which was dedicated to your beautiful mum, which, in all seriousness... your mum, Janine, I think that's a wonderful thing. You become a rock star, you're travelling the world, but you dedicated it to dear mum, which is I reckon that's a beauty, mate.
Oh, it was just what she really deserved, So it was for her, and I was just great, I loved it. So, but onto a new record now, and I'm really loving it.
So you're in Australia for a period of time now?
Yes, I am for a little bit of time. So it'll be really good, and just I wouldn't trade living here for anything else in the world. It's like Melbourne is incredible. It really is, a very cool place to live. I love it.
So you're in the studio at the moment. You're working on something new. A couple of wedding songs, obviously, to get Duck down the aisle. But what are you actually what are you actually doing at the moment?
Pretty much just looking at the album. Working on what it'll be like, what I want from it, and looking at just the whole aspect of taking it as many places as I can, and just loving writing for it. So it's great.
You said you've met some amazing people. Just quickly, Howie got me to mention, who I'd love to meet. What artist would you love to work with in the future?
Good question,
if you had your choice.
Oh, okay. If I had to work with one artist, as strange as it may sound, I'd love to work with Jay-Z, because he's got his head so straight. I mean, he knows what he wants, and when he comes out, he just absolutely kills it. And he's just an incredible person. I mean, he's won 17 Grammys now, so that's pretty amazing.
Can we get him in here at some stage?
We'll see what we can do. We'll add him to Duck's list, along with Barack Obama and Bill Clinton.
That's Harrison. Oh, I like this list already.
Yeah.
Harrison, we've had some great guests the last 2 weeks. I don't think none has given both of us a thrill. Me, because I didn't think we'd organise it, and Duck, because he's a massive fan of your work. Thanks for coming in, mate. We look forward to your new album coming out soon. Harrison Craig, what a star.
Harrison's out there playing the AC/DC pinball machine.
We just had the mystery guest in, Harrison. That's made my week. Not only was he such a beautifully spoken, inspired young man, but to see your reaction as well, Duck, and a little bit of warmth between you two, I really enjoyed that, Duck.
Well, isn't he a delightful young man?
Absolutely.
And that's what I think Australia fell in love with when he was on The Voice. He has an amazing voice, Howie. I know you don't follow those types of shows, but do yourself a favour, go and grab his album and his new one coming out, and just put it on. It might inspire you and Erica to have another baby.
Educational chat, wouldn't you say, Howie?
Yeah, well, educational, because what floored me more than the fact we managed to get hold of him is that you just sort of slid this into conversation, Duck.
If I was to get married again, Harrison,
jeez. What am I hearing?
Go on, Duck.
No,
Sorry.
if I was to get married again, what if I asked Harrison to just a couple of tunes?
Wow.
While the lovely bride walked down the aisle.
Oh, I'd love to do it, That'd be great.
There you go. See?
That'd be great. I'd love to do it.
Is this something we're thinking of doing at any stage soon,
Well,
Duck?
you never say never, Howie. Bring Seal along. Bring that scrubber along if you want.
Okay. I found that extraordinary, because unless something like that is in the forefront of your mind, you don't generally
you
bring
never
it
just
up
blurt
on
that out.
radio.
Never blurt out that.
When I heard him say that he just went along with a wedding with Seal, I just thought, well, there's an opportunity.
That means you've thought about it, though.
To speak to an Australian talent artist, and who knows, years down the track. Who knows?
Years now, is it?
Well,
Years now, is it?
who knows when? But geez, what a coup that would be to have Harrison singing at the wedding.
Can we come to Duck wedding version
You
2?
two will be
because
there.
that would be exciting. Hey, that was great.
You won't eat much food, so you'll be there.
I love an
I'll leave his
inspiring
part.
person. Good on, Harrison.